Now, as the curtains were drawn at the second Transform Africa Summit in Kigali, Rwanda, delegates agreed to mobilize about $300 billion to ICT investments on the continent by 2020. The commitment will be part of the implementation of the Smart Africa Manifesto adopted in the first summit held in 2013. Peninah Karibe had a chat with Rwanda's Minister for Youth and ICT, Philbert Nsengimana, on the new commitment. And she began by asking him whether or how the Transform Africa Summit has realized its achievements since it was inaugurated 2 years ago.
I would say that the biggest achievement of Transform Africa is the Smart Africa Manifesto, which is a new agenda for ICT to transform Africa's socio-economic development. And what we had to do over the last 2 years was to make sure that this new agenda is known and widely accepted. So we just did that. We took it to the African Union. There was a resolution of the heads of state of the African Union to endorse the Smart Africa Manifesto. We took it to the ITU. There was a plenipotentiary meeting of the ITU that happens once every 4 years. The last one was in Busan, South Korea. So it also endorsed that agenda. So we feel comfortable that we are talking about something that is not only shared among the people who came to transform Africa, but a broad agenda that the whole continent wants to adopt.
Going by the guest lists back in 2013 and this year, there's obviously huge political goodwill towards this initiative, but there's still slow progress as far as communication and connectivity between states is concerned. For instance, it's still very expensive for East Africans to make calls. Mobile money transfer is still not at the level that it should be. What is the disconnect?
Look at historical trends in terms of affordability and prices. They are falling. I have never seen any instance of a price of any IT, telecommunication, smart device going up. They always go down, and those are normal dynamics of the market. The larger the base, the more people come into the fold, the larger the demand, the prices keep falling.
What are the solid commitments that were made during this year's Transform Africa Summit?
I think the biggest commitment that summarizes everything is this goal, 300 billion investment in the ICT sector by 2020. Some people are saying that it is too big, but I can tell you, on the sideline of Transform Africa, we did talk with delegations of investors. We talked with the delegation that came from China with a very comprehensive plan of how this continent can be really fully connected. Cables running from Djibouti to Dakar, from Cape Town to Cairo, linking every capital city and so on. I mean, we have started doing that. We are not being told to do that, but there are still big gaps when it comes to connectivity. So both at backbone level, but also at last mile level. And guess what? The whole project, just one project, worth $2.3 trillion. So it's achievable. You saw what I saw in the exhibition. You saw the smart city model that Ericsson showed, for instance. If only every public transport program in every big city of Africa was going to be smart, saving the environment, saving the hassle that people have, increasing and strengthening its safety. If we were to turn Africa's cities into smart cities, it's $1 trillion opportunity.